brews and reviews.
Welcome, it's Homa from PA Loggers, Brews and Reviews. It's a beautiful summer night, late August. I have my clip-on microphone, so hopefully you could hear me over the crickets and katydids and everything that's out here tonight. But beautiful night to have a beer, and I'm going to have a Helles Lager from C Brewing. C Brewing, the owners are descendants of the Christian Schmidt Brewing Company from Philadelphia from the 70s. You remember Schmidt's beer all over the place. If you went to Phillies games, there was always Schmidt's beer. So I was a beer can collector with the Horlacher chapter of the BCCA back in my youth, and I used to collect beer cans, so I had a lot of Schmidt's beer cans. So I'm familiar with Schmidt's. Had the Bicentennial collection, had the Tiger Head Ale and Bach and Bavarian, Oktoberfest, all that kind of stuff. So part of my history, so it was really cool to go to the C Brewery and check out the memorabilia, or the breweryana as they call it, that was there. Now I first heard of C from, I think, PA Craft Brewery's website, where they had an article on lager breweries in PA, and C was on there with Human Robot and Sly Fox and some others. And I had to go to Exton Beverages to actually find some C beer before I went to the brewery. And I picked up a Helles. I was looking for the legendary OC Pills, but they only had Helles there, so I picked that up, and a Vienna Lager, and they were both fantastic. As a matter of fact, the Helles, I think I gave it a 4.5 on Untapped. It was one of the best Helles I had, so that's why I wanted to review it tonight and kind of drink it outside and see if it tastes the same from the first time that I had it. But I've also been to the brewery too in Norristown. C is in Norristown, and they have a really nice tap room, really friendly atmosphere, nice people. Really enjoyed it there, really felt at home there, and I'm always looking for beer friends, talking about beer to people. That's why I'm doing this now, so I can talk to you about beer. But really great place, so I really like the history of it, and they have fantastic beer. So I'm going to try the Helles tonight, and I'm going to pop this open. And I have one of their glasses that I purchased there, one of these tall glasses, Pilsner glasses, and the only problem with this is it makes a lot of foam, so hopefully I won't have to stop the video while the foam goes down. But let's pop this. I like to let a little go out first. And as far as alcohol, I assume this is around a 5.5 or something. I'll put it on the screen of what it is. But I assume it's probably a 5.5, something like that. That's usually what Helles lagers are. And Helles just means a bright lager. It's like, if you've ever had Von Trapp Helles, it's a golden lager. So it's a little lighter than an amber. So we're going to try this out. And I think the characteristics that I had commented on was that it's light and fluffy. Now that seems odd for beer, but we're going to check it out. So let's pour it. Might be a little lively in this tall glass. So I'm going to really put it on an angle so it doesn't get much head. And then I'll tilt it up a little higher. I don't have to fill the whole thing up right now, but it has a nice golden clear, very light color. It's hard to see in the light here. I don't know if you can see it. I have this bright light here, but it's a nice clear, nice movement to it. I have about a 1/4 inch head right now. Let's take a sniff for the aroma. And I'm getting some sour, yeasty, bready kind of notes. A little maltiness too, and almost a little sweetness. It's hard to describe, but a nice aroma. It's not a bad aroma. It makes you want to drink it. It's hard to tell what I'm picking up, but a little bit of maltiness, I guess I'm picking up from that. So I'm going to take a sip of this. It's really moving quickly. Almost a little different than I remember. Now this is from the springs. It almost seems a little stronger than I remember, but it still has a very light, fluffy, creamy mouthfeel. On your tongue and the roof of your mouth, it just feels really nice and velvety. And I rank it up with one of the best Helleses I've had. Not that I've had tons of them, but I have had some good ones. Actually, one of the highest I think I ranked was Weihenstephaner. I think I gave that like a 4.75. That had a similar kind of feel to it, like a light, creamy, almost fluffy kind of feel to it, where it's real light tasting. It's clean and dry at the end, and this is also clean and dry. It's really nice. It's perfect. I can't think of much better Helles than this. You know, they're all a little bit different, so it's hard to rank these, but this is a fantastic Helles if you get the chance to get it from C. And if you get a chance to get by their tap room, it's really a great place. really nice people there, really friendly atmosphere. They have music and all kinds of stuff there. So I really liked it. And it was across the street from an old mental hospital, I think, that's shut down. But it has kind of a neat atmosphere. So I've also had their Vienna lager, which is fantastic. They had dark lagers on tap at the time. And since they've put out their Schwartz beer in cans, which is called Midnight in the Priory, which I've already had, and that's fantastic too. That's my wife's favorite beer that she's had. It has kind of a smoky, dark black lager kind of taste to it. It's really nice as well. Their OG Legendary Pils is excellent as well. It's a really nice, flavorful Pils. So just great beers from Von C, and it has that history behind it. So I really like to get there if I can. If not, I also have seen their beers at Kundebev in King of Prussia. So if I don't get as far as Exton, if I'm coming home from Philly, I'll get off the turnpike and go down Henderson and stop at Kundebev as well to pick up some of the suburban Philly beers that I can't get. If I can't get to the brewery, or I can't get the places that have their beer, because I'm from the Lehigh Valley, I'm here in Schnecksville on this summer night, so no Von C around Schnecksville, so I have to venture towards Philly, but I have kids in school at Philly too, so I'm up there occasionally, so it's a nice opportunity to stop and get some great beers, because there's so many great beers on the outskirts of Philly. Human Robot, Conshohocken, Wissahickon, Workhorse, just great breweries in that area, and other ones I haven't tried out yet that I still have to try out. But anyway, Von C Helles, I'd still give it a 4-5. Fantastic Helles, great beer to have on a summer night. Clean, dry finish, bready, light, fluffy on the mouthfeel, or on the palate, I should say. Just a really nice beer. So check out Von C Beers if you can, and check out their brewery if you can. So again, this is Von C Helles. I'd check it out if you can. You could pick it up at Exton Beverages, at Kundebev. You can pick it up at the brewery, and I'm sure there's a lot of places on the suburbs of Philly. If you go to their website, they have all places that have Von C Beverages. So thanks for checking out PA Lagers, Brews and Reviews, and have a good night. And check out over 200 reviews at my Untapped profile at RM Homa. That's a nice Pils.